Spring has sprung. Hi everybody, Eva Zacharia here for Weddings Made Easy, and I don't know about you, but I am thrilled that springtime has returned. To prepare you for your spring and summer events, today I'm teaching you how to DIY paper flowers. These will also help you along on my next several craft projects, so be sure to stay tuned for those once you master this skill. Here are your supplies for this DIY. The full list is in the blog post. To start, I create 3 templates for my flowers. We're making a petal template on cardstock. The large one should measure a little over 1.5 inches, so draw a line and then create a teardrop around it. To size down the petals, I cut out and trace my first template and draw inside the lines to make the middle size. Cut out and repeat for your smallest petal template, simply drawing a new curve and then cutting it out. As you build these, you'll figure out what size flowers work best for you. I label my petals large, medium, and small. For our medium flowers, I use 7 large petals and 7 medium petals. Trace them on your cardstock and cut them out. Here I'm using 2 different colors for the different sizes, so I trace medium petals on yellow paper. If you do have a paper cutting machine, this is a great place to put it to use. I cut on the inside of my trace line because we're going to curve these petals. You want to avoid pencil lines showing on your final product. Next, we need a base to glue our flower to. I use a penny to trace a small cardstock circle in the color of my largest petal. Here, that is pink. Time to curl our petals. This is so simple. You can just use your pencil and run it across your petals as if you were using a pair of scissors on curling ribbon. Curl to your liking and do that for both sizes of your petals. Hot glue the petals one by one to your small circle. I put a dab of glue close to the point of the petal and center it. My petals overlap slightly and I try not to have too much glue run outside of the petals. For your smaller petals, check out your larger set first. Is there an overlap you're not particularly fond of? Start there. I like to center the smaller petals between the larger ones. I put a longer string of glue on the smaller petals to help them sit in place. Move around the circle exactly like you did with the first set, and voila! Now we just need a centerpiece. You can use beads, you can use buttons, you can cut a circle out of felt. There are lots of choices here. I have an array of beads and buttons to choose from, and for this one, I like this pink and gold bead. A dab of hot glue later, it's on the flower. The flower can stand on its own, so you don't have to add leaves if you don't want to. But if you do want to, grab some green cardstock. Take the template you used for your largest petals and trace the bottom triangular portion. Then flip it and trace it again to form a leaf. Cut them out and then figure out where on your flower you want them. Both to one side, one on each side, not quite even. It's totally up to you. Put some hot glue on them and add your flower. I repeat all the same steps to make smaller flowers, and here I'm showing you a flower that is all one color, pink obviously. This time I'm using templates M and S for medium and small petals. For my circular base, I use a dime instead of a penny to make it a tad smaller. Make the leaves the same way too, just with your medium petal template this time. A good pro tip here is to print out some clip art of a football if you're struggling to make the leaves this way. Trace the football and cut that out. Curling the petals is a bit trickier because of their size, but it is still totally doable with your pencil. Especially on a flower that is only one color, I prefer to use a centerpiece that is entirely different. I'm using a purple one here. Look at our beautiful flowers. These are great for crafting for your spring wedding or event as well as summer. You can always find me at madeeasydiy.com, on Instagram at Weddings Made Easy, and on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Happy crafting!